make the corn tortilla, we're going to do a comparison between our corn tortilla and our flour tortilla. So the corn tortilla that we're going to use first. Before we get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about ingredients first. You'll want to make sure to read your label. So if you go to the grocery store and you're buying your corn flour, make sure that it is 100% corn flour. So the ingredients, it's with corn. And then it should not say, like this one, this is a farina as well, but this one actually does have flour. So this one for our recipe, this is not the one that we want. We want 100% corn for our recipe. So that being said, let's begin with, we're going to need 1 cup of our mixture for this, the mesa harina, or corn mix, or corn flour. And again, remember how we measure. We scoop in lightly, and then we scrape the top off. And then we're also going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And let's just stir that up so that we do not have any salt pockets with our corn flour. If you don't have a whisk, you can do this with a couple of forks. The next thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to have hot water, and that's going to need to be about 110 degrees to activate this. So let's get that nice and hot. And this is where it's handy to have your food thermometer. And if you remember the first recipe that, well, actually we haven't done green toast yet, but if we heat it up, your tap water might not quite be hot enough. You might have to put it in the microwave for about 5 seconds or so, 5-10 seconds. And again, we are looking for 3/4 of a cup. And with that, remember that we look from the side. 3/4 of a cup is 6 ounces. Let's double check that. And I'm just a little bit short. Still a little bit short. And then good. And we're going to zap that in the microwave for a recipe from last night. We're going to zap that for about 5 seconds. Okay, now it did tell us, we're not going to quite put this away just yet, because it did tell us in our recipe that we might have to add another tablespoon of the corn flour. And especially, that's important, especially if you have a day that is cloudy outside or is a little bit more humidity in the air. You might need to add a little bit more flour with things, or corn mix. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to add that 1 extra teaspoon, or tablespoon, not teaspoon. Okay. And the day we're filming this, it is very humid out today. We've got some snowfall. Alrighty. Let's check our temperature. It's not where we need it to be, so let's pop it in the microwave for another 5 seconds. Not there yet. So it depends on your microwave, how hot or how what temperature it's going to cook, how fast. And we're there. Okay. I'm going to pour this into my mixture. And we're going to make it into a ball. It has kind of a milky appearance as it's dissolving into the water. And use your rubber spatula to scrape and mix it. It's going to have the texture. If you know what Play-Doh feels like, and this of course is going to be warm. It's not hot, but it is warm to touch. So I'm just going to form it up into a ball. And then one thing that we're going to do is we're going to give it a rest for about 10 minutes over our ball, and we're going to let it rest for 10 minutes. We'll be back in our 10 minutes. Okay, so we've also started and our grill is warming up. It's been warming up in the 10 minutes that our dough has been resting. We'll check that in just a minute. So let's just go ahead and we're going to set our bowl to the side of our workspace. You'll notice that I have, and you don't have to have one of these, I just thought it would be a good visual. These are really kind of neat little mats. The silicone kind of gives you a general idea about how big that you want to, or that you're going to roll. And ours are going to be between 5 and 6 inches in diameter. And I won't say that they're going to be completely circular. No one gets them completely perfect, and that's okay as well. They're pretty good eating. What we are going to do is we're going to take our plastic wrap, your cling wrap. We did try this with press and seal before, and we didn't have a lot of luck with that. So we are doing the plastic wrap on our mat, and yours you can just put on right onto your cupboard. Stretch it out. Make sure that you don't have any bubbles underneath there. Okay. And we're going to divide our dough into 6 tortillas. So I'm just going to take my blade and divide that. Okay, set that aside. We're going to roll these into little balls and put them on another sheet of cling wrap. And this one got a little big, so let me just set that aside. We got all of them rolled into little balls. One more. And they're going to be covered so that they don't dry out while we work with the one that we have on our rolling surface. Oh. You need one sheet for the top of this. Okay. Cling wrap because it sticks to everything. And then stretch that over your surface. Okay, I did get one of these little rolling pins. This is a neat little tool, but we're going to try to roll this corn tortilla to 1/8 inch, and this little rolling pin actually, with the measurements on that, the disc actually help us to go no thinner than that. So we can start by gently coaxing it into a circle, and it's going to get flatter and flatter as time goes on. And you can see that it's kind of splitting on the ends, and so I'm just going to push those ends together so that it doesn't get too wonky in its shape. And you'll notice I'm going in all different directions. And we're almost there. And no, it is not perfectly circular, but that's okay. Okay, we have our first one rolled out. We're going to peel back the cellophane, and then if you just, with the other cellophane or the cling wrap, coax it up and it will fall right into your hand. And then you can pick it up. Let's test and see if you'll follow me over here. Our griddle is about done. We're going to cook these 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Okay, when we get started on that one, we'll start rolling another one. And this can be a fun family activity where everyone can roll their own. Get the whole family involved in the cooking adventure. Okay, we start with another one. And he's getting kind of wonky there too. Just coax his edges together. Let's check our other tortilla. Take your pancake flipper. Let's turn them over. They're not going to get brown. They're just going to slightly change color as they start to, the heat's going to dry them out into their final form. So they're not going to have that Play-Doh dampness or consistency anymore. And you can see that it is drying out. Okay, let's go back and finish up our other one. And we'll get number 2 started. And again, just lift up on that bottom one and it'll just tip right into your hand. And you can see the difference between the cooked and the uncooked. This is going to be a lot darker in the color. Okay, this one is about done. There's our corn tortilla. We'll come back and we'll show you that all dished up. Tortilla is done. We're going to top it off with some seasoned chili beans. Let's do some Mexican blend cheese. So we have 3 of the food groups from our Food My Plate. We also have some tomatoes that we'll put on top of that. And a little bit of lettuce. So there we go. This is our corn tortilla with seasoned beans, and this is Donna Anderson for the NDSU Kids Baking School, and wishing you happy eating.